This always happens when I try something new. Some sort of technical difficulty comes up, and then it's just really annoying. But I think I got it now. So, let's give that a go. And hopefully none of my other changes change so people can actually hear me, because that happens too. Okay. You know, I missed an opportunity. I could have called this video "The End Is Nigh" because I'm actually finishing this piece. Would have been great. But nope.
You're gonna have me walk around with like sandwich boards in the back. The end is nigh.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, that would have been funny. That was good the first time. I don't know what happened to that first stream. It was just... It didn't work on my end for some reason, so I had to restart it. But yeah, live chat. I get people that hop on too.
Neat.
Yep. So I get people that'll come in and have a conversation. It's a little delayed on my end because there's a bit of like a 10-second, 20-second delay. It's so that there's a higher quality video, but I have conversations with people. I have a guest with me tonight. It's my friend Tim. I made a piece for him last year.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
Yeah, it was the flag belt.
A year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, it was the flag belt that I did out of waxed cotton, which was a pain in the butt.
You know what? But it's super durable and looks good, so
okay.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I've actually worn that fighting 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah.
With no signs of wear.
Good. I'm happy about that. I was kind of worried that, you know, because wax cotton, the way how it like loosens up over time.
It did loosen up a bit, but that actually works well because it gave it some stretch, which gives me a little bit more.
Right, yeah.
But I haven't noticed anything negative about it. All the knotting at the end is still holding up right.
Okay,
well.
Yeah, good. That's usually where it starts coming apart. That's usually where it starts coming apart first. Like, I kind of have to rethink how I do scarves now because the chunky yarn comes apart so easily. But, yeah, glad to know that that's still holding up pretty good.
Yeah, there was one fight I was wearing it in particular. I remember it being a rather more physical confrontation.
Yeah.
Well, people decided that shield bashing was going to be fun that day, and it was fantastic.
Oh, gosh.
There was a point control, so like people had to stand in a hula hoop for a certain amount of time to gain points.
Oh, yeah?
And the first side to have the X amount of points won the fight.
Okay.
So there was one hula hoop that was just like, no one was in it, no one was around it, so I'm going to just walk over here, stand and be lazy and rack up points. And as I'm just kind of standing there, I get like all of militia, and militia is a group of orcs and goblins. Mm-hmm. So they're wearing all like their face masks and their war paints.
Right.
They come walking up, and this one guy's got a real gnarly looking, like Urukai looking shield.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just like, come on! And he he barely boop and like bashes me. Like, is that all you got? So then he like shoulder checks me. And pushes me completely out of it, and I stumble back a good 5 feet, like, that's what I'm talking about! And suddenly, like, shield bashing was, like, running up in full weight behind a shield was the best thing ever that day. People went flying.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. My friend asked her if he is very elven. And we're not just talking, like, in persona. He's elven in, like, build.
Oh, yeah?
He got shield bashed by the same guy, man. Let me just tell you, he went.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that particular battle that day got a little bit rough and roughed up. I like tumbled and fell, and like, it's still fine.
Okay, well, good. You know anybody else who needs another one?
See, I keep saying that like I know who made this because I talk to them on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. But every time I'm like, oh, that's so awesome, and then they just like wander
away. They just wander
away.
Like,
I could, like, you want one?
I mean, I appreciate you trying to get me business.
Yeah. Although the rest of that, the cotton, the wax.
Oh, the rest of the cord?
That went to our event, GOTC 7.
Mm-hmm.
Or 6. This year's going to be GOTC 7. But,
right.
Gathering of the Clan 6, our event tags were all in our unit colors because I had all the cord.
Oh, nice.
I got with our event coordinator, I'm like, hey, event tag string things? He goes, yes, give them.
I'm glad I could use it for something. I mean, you said something about using it for leather work or something like that?
It's the same kind of thread that I would typically use for my leatherworking. Mm-hmm. Although, admittedly, I'd rather use like sinew for doing small things, but that wax cord would hold up like for making big, like do strong cross stitching. Yeah,
because it's also like surprisingly, you wouldn't think it is, but it's surprisingly durable.
Oh, it's got one of a pretty hefty tensile.
Tensile strength, yeah. Yep. Alright. How comes the braid? I gotta finish this braid.
I want to get back into doing more leatherwork stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid that, the leatherworking that I would do would end up being significantly more for BDSM stuff.
Right.
Because, sure, that's easy to do and fun, but trying to make a pauldron that fits to a shoulder is a little more complicated.
Yeah.
Although it's really not. It's just you're using thicker leather, so it's harder to manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I might do, because I've got a whole side of real thick leather.
Mm-hmm.
What I might do over the winter just to do something, I might make a whole bunch of mug holders.
Mm-hmm.
Like really nice mug holders, like the one I made for myself.
Oh, yeah.
And use those for the Knights and Vessels store.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because aren't you guys still, like the number one, earners and,
We broke away from our order, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, technically, yes, but also there's no competition for that anymore.
I mean, you guys were still pretty much, donating more than anybody else, weren't you?
Yeah, my particular group, Knights and Vessels, along with what is now the Fluminous Lux Knightly Order, produces somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 7 grand easily for their charities.
Right.
But yeah, up until when we left the Fiat Lux, we still out-earned everybody, which is one of the big reasons why we left, because 10% of that was going towards maintaining their legal documents and what have you. But the other chapters, their big event was pushing maybe $1,000, so while we're throwing $500, $600, $700 towards maintaining paperwork, all the other chapters are throwing $100 at the most.
Yeah, it's just kind of felt like
we were the furthest chapter away from everyone else. We were the most isolated from everyone, not even geographically speaking. We had a lot of different ideas of where we wanted to go, particularly wanting to have women in the order, because there's literally nothing stopping a woman from doing the charity work that I do. Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So those two combined with hey, we're gonna give you 10% of what we earn for charity to keep up on paperwork, along with you're gonna tell us no about women, along with we're also 700 miles away from everyone else.
Yeah, they kind of.
We tried for years to get it in the Fiat Lux, and we pushed, and we lost that vote by 2.
Oof.
We left with 6 knights, and then the next year it passes almost unanimously. Because they realized, oh no, we just lost a huge contributing chapter, and now we look bad.
Yeah.
And even then...
Oh, hey.
What's up?
People are in the chat, including someone you know.
Oh, it's Aaron.
Yep, it's Aaron.
Buckets.
Yep. Oh shoot, there's a question on there. Whoops. Is it really heavy? Yeah, this thing actually weighs like quite a bit with all the glass beads on it.
Does it?
Yeah, I feel it.
That's pretty hefty for how thin it is, honestly.
Yeah.
I tried my phone.
Oh no!
Dios mío, mi amigo. It's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it actually weighs quite a bit. Like, I'm worried, like, trying to wear it, it's just gonna constantly be, like, flipping over.
Oh, just rolling over itself?
Just rolling over itself, yeah. I mean, it looks great, but I have a feeling it's just gonna keep flipping over if I try to wear it as a belt. So, I might turn it into, like, a bag strap or something. But it's just, yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to make just like a whole bunch of frogs that are like, it's 2 strips of leather.
Yeah.
That are very uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got one rectangle, you got another rectangle, that's it. You punch a hole through the center of one, you punch 2 holes on the ends of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You run a rivet through all of that.
Oh no, definitely not 5 pounds.
I think the whole thing might be 2.5 at most.
I don't know about that.
Oh, at the most.
At the most, I mean, cause yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting to find out comparatively.
Yeah, I need to find a scale sometime and actually weigh this thing. Actually, I don't think it really weighs more than a pound, to be honest. Maybe not even that. It's just that for something as light as it is, it feels...
For something that should feel lighter.
It's heavy, so it's kind of deceiving. So no, I don't think it weighs more than a pound. It's just that since it's just yarn, you pick it up and go, oh hey, this is light! And wait, oh wait, this weighs more than I thought it did.
Significant little weight.
Just a little bit, yeah. Again, I don't think I'm gonna do a piece with this much beading again for a while. Hey, Loki. Hi. Loki will come in here and keep me company sometimes when I'm doing these videos. That or cause trouble, like playing with my yarn.
You know, as cats do.
As cats do, yeah.
So I've been playing around with the idea of starting to make nerdy t-shirts.
Oh, yeah?
And seeing if I can't like leave them at like Hot Sauce Games.
Mm-hmm.
Or Game Quest.
Oh, yeah?
And see if they sell.
Hmm. I
just don't know what I would do. Like, as far as like individual shirts.
Yeah. I mean, do you have you would need to get, let's see, Nick probably has the...
I'm not thinking about doing a whole, like, I'm going to make the vinyl, I'm going to iron it on and do all that labor. I'm literally thinking about making and designing a t-shirt, sending it to a t-shirt company.
Right.
Getting it back, and then turning that. Yeah, there's an extra step in there, but it also takes out every other step that has to deal with production.
Yeah, having to make it yourself, yeah.
It might be pretty neat just to see, like, I might go into a couple game stores and be like, hey, like, is this something you'd be interested in? If I could do something as far as, like, game-based t-shirts.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in something like that? Like, I might do something for, especially like Hot Sauce Games, which is very Magic the Gathering oriented.
Right.
There's no reason I can't have a bunch of just, like, cards on a shirt.
Yeah.
And just write, it's in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Because that's a big thing for Magic, is that it's in the heart of the cards. It's a very superstitious kind of game.
Right.
You build your decks and then you use them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the deck doesn't want you to win,
Then you're not gonna win.
then the cards that you need are going to be at the bottom of the deck before you can get to them.
Right.
So there's a thing with that going. Or, you know, the classic D&D t-shirt with a dice that says crit happens.
Yeah. I don't know if that one's copyright or not.
How are you supposed to trade, or how are you supposed to copyright and trademark that?
I don't know. I'm guessing somebody has tried.
Okay, but even if they were to, I would be so small.
Yeah, true.
I'm not going to try to, like, make Star Wars t-shirts because Disney would come after me for sure.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I don't think it matters how small you are. Disney's gonna come after you.
But, like, just to have...
Just more nerdy t-shirts.
Yeah, just like in general.
There needs to be more nerdy t-shirts.
Aaron just texted me to say her internet died.
My internet died?
Yeah.
Or her internet died?
No, her internet died.
Oh, no.
You're fine.
Okay.
Like she was trying to watch and just...
Oh, no.
Sucks to suck, bro.
Oh, no.
Because I'm mean.
I mean, that's what happens when you move out into the middle of nowhere. I mean...
There's advantages. There's disadvantages.
I mean, it's nice and quiet.
Honestly, if I was to pick somewhere to move like that, I'd, like, go over to where, like... I want to be in, like, a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Kind of like where we were out in Wayndale.
Oh, in Weendale? Yeah, true.
Because it was quiet enough.
Yeah, but you were close enough to town where you actually could, get internet.
Right. Sucks to suck, bro. Thanks, asshat. But no, like, just do, like, different... I would love to have a lineup just for all the classic RPG classes.
Oh, yeah.
And just, like, have it say, like, rogue and have, like, crossed daggers or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then put, now you see me. Now you don't.
Now you see me, now you don't. Classic rogue is the sneaky kleptomaniac.
Just, rogue, where was your coin purse? Do something like that, or like do barbarian, apply axe till problem solved.
Yeah, that's a big barbarian one, yeah.
I love that one so much. How was Aaron replying after Aaron died?
That's probably before it died. Or she might have gotten on her phone.
Just gotten it right back. Could be phone.
Yeah, she could have gotten on her phone. Because I can use my phone on my data. Oop, too soon. Too soon. Where was I on here? Shoot. There it is.
Found it!
Found it! It's like I can do this stuff with my eyes closed, but if I
make a mistake.
If I make a mistake, it's like, no! Stop.
I kind of feel the same way about, like, fishing line and such. Like, I can rig a fishing pole with my eyes closed. But as soon as there's a mistake, you have to backpedal so far.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at the classic classes. We have Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Wizard. Barbarian, apply axe till problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Bard, you want to help me tune my lute?
Yeah, considering how everybody plays bards.
Being the scantily, very seductive.
Yeah, bards are usually kind of depicted as the kind of the tramps of the D&D world.
You were trying to stop yourself. That was funny. You dropped it.
Did I drop a bead?
Yeah.
It's probably gone. I don't know where it's at.
Hi, Loki. Not what I wanted, honey. But okay, you did that.
Well, he's there.
Yes, he is.
Oh. It's 10 o'clock. I can hear my phone going off downstairs. I left it down there, wasn't even thinking about it.
Ooh, cleric.
Ooh, yeah, cleric would be... What would be a good one for a cleric? I don't know.
My god said no. Divine isn't always nice.
True.
Cleric, fixing fighters since the beginning of the adventure.
The fixing fighters part? Yeah, that's definitely true.
Your phone is not making noise.
Well, it was in my bag.
No, it has stopped making the noise.
Hmm?
Has stopped.
Yeah, but it's on like a snooze.
Oh, okay.
So it's just gonna go off again.
Do you want me to get it?
I mean, it'll eventually stop.
Eventually.
Eventually. Keyword being eventually. I mean, it's downstairs. I probably can't even hear it on the video.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Okay, so... Barbarian apply axe, so problem solved.
Okay.
Bard, you want to help me tune my loot? Obviously with a winky face.
Oh, yeah.
Want to help me tune my loot?
Because you can't do mandolin, because that's already been used.
It has!
Yeah. Though I don't know if Darkness Rising would come after you for it or not.
I think they would just take it and be like, that's funny. And now we have to order shirts from him. Druid. I enjoy long walks in the woods.
Yeah.
Druid, one with nature.
Mm-hmm.
I speak to the trees.
I speak to the trees. They don't like you.
I speak to the trees that they don't like you.
Glaring at the barbarian.
Fighter. Slash, bash, or stab, you're gonna die.
I wonder what it does. It's a mystery.
It's a goddamn mystery! Fighter-Man. Fighter-Man.
I love that video.
I love him so much. Monk.
What would be a good one from Monk? I'm not sure.
No armor, still can't hit me.
Yeah, because they're like completely like dex based, and they get the wisdom bonus, and there's like
There's other ways to add to it. Monk, I've punched dragons to death.
Remember when we were still in the Rise of the Rune Lords game, and I like completely took out 3 giants by myself because the rest of you got either thrown into a stew or polymorphed?
Hakna was in the pod.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things, like I was in the pod, like inside some sort of like magic box, so I just couldn't like climb out of it.
Yeah. And then the wizard got polymorphed.
Into like a bunny.
Something like that.
Something harmless.
There's a couple people who got polymorphed. And that was one who was sneaky enough to not get seen.
Yeah.
Because I was the Zen Archer rogue, I think.
Something.
I was Zen Archer something. All I know is that with the double assault, I was way too OP. Because I had all those attacks on top of sneak attack.
We were talking about double, like real OP, like Hakna, was I'm gonna take all of the hits.
Yeah, he had
and then
like Constitution,
dish it out
yeah.
Well, I was a invulnerable rager for my barbarian, so I just had half of my level 2 damage reduction.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The problem there being is that we went up against a lot of real big foes, not anything super fast, so the damage reduction was only applied once.
Yeah, I mean, the first like main villains we ran into were
Giants. Who
Giants.
specifically went after.
Yeah, you have them specifically target you.
Brute face. Call me brute face.
It's still a common insult in our games whenever you're playing a dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuck around.
Paladin.
Ooh. Well, I've seen that one before. It's a common one. Lawful good does not mean lawful nice.
Yeah.
But it's been used before, so.
You're right.
Gosh. This is the part of weaving that I hate because it's just braid. It's all like monotonous. But it's part of it, so it's like, especially when you have to like measure out for like the spacing of the beadwork. Like for this one, if like, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know about 6 times. Actually, in this case, it's 7. That's about where my bead goes. So I have to like keep counting it off, and it's just monotonous. I'm normally like dead quiet through these videos, and that's why I have the music on in the background, so it's probably throwing people off that I'm actually having a conversation right now.
She has a voice. She can speak.
For a while there, I was just having such a hard time with the audio. And then my video too. I had to like completely reset everything.
But Paladin, I smite thee.
That'll work.
Smite me, almighty smiter!
That's a Bruce Almighty quote, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Bruce Almighty quote. I haven't seen that movie in ages. I don't even remember it. That's how long it's been.
Ranger.
Well, Rangers people usually play them as a ranged character, so you could do something with that.
Which is so tropey, and I love the idea of playing a ranged ranger because they excel at it.
Yeah.
But there's also so much more you can do with a ranger.
Yeah. One of my best characters that I've played, and it was in one of Stag's Zelda games, was a ranger. A ranger fighter.
See, my issue with ranger is the favored terrains and the favored enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because if you choose them and they never come up in game, then you just chose something that's worthless.
Yeah. I got lucky the couple times that I have played a ranger in that we already kind of had a world map laid out, so I could kind of figure out where we were or where we were going, and then pick that as a favorite terrain.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of feel like if you're going to play a ranger at the very beginning of a game, it's worth having a conversation with the dungeon master, like, hey, I want these to be my favorite enemies. Are they going to come up sometime?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like my favorite terrain is this, that, or the other, or pick something that's going to inevitably come up, like mountains, or a forest, or things that are going to go. Like, not necessarily a desert. You can avoid deserts entirely.
Yeah.
So I think...
I also kind of like went along like just the logical stuff, like, oh hey, we leveled up after fighting all of this stuff. It's probably gonna come up again because it's part of the main quest.
Right, but like you have to pick your favorite enemies, like your first set of favorite enemies and your favorite terrain from the beginning before you even hit anything. What would be really cool to play an urban ranger.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have the alternate rule sets for those, don't they?
They do, and there actually is a specific thing for urban rangering.
Mm-hmm.
But just to have your favorite terrain be cities.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, it's not necessarily like you're just a city slicker.
Yeah.
You can take the ranger out of the forest, and you can't take the forest out of the ranger. Well, you can take the city out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of the city.
Yeah.
And just kind of take that and run. That'd be pretty neat.
Be a cool character concept there, yeah. The Ranger, I know where I'm going. You don't, because
I know.
they have the tracking abilities and stuff like that.
Right, but how are you supposed to track anything in a city?
I don't know. There's a bunch of people who do it.
Well, yeah, people do it, but it's also difficult.
True.
And you've just been able to figure it out over time. You're just better at it than everyone else.
True.
Or you just know cities so well that you're like, okay, cool, if they're looking to go this way, they're probably heading towards this district to go see this thing. Alright, cool, I'll beat them there. Be a pretty neat little idea. The Rangers.
So Rangers have animal companions.
You can run, you can hide, and I'll still find you.
Yeah, that would work.
Because Rangers, that's what they do.
Pretty much.
As much as druids are very, like, just nature, Rangers are very much hunters.
Well, druids are pretty much just nature clerics.
Yeah. If you want to take them that far down, but yeah. And well, at that point, a ranger is just a nature fighter.
Yeah. With some spell-like abilities.
Okay, fine then. Nature paladin.
Nature paladin. Yeah, that would work.
Rogue is easy. A couple of cross daggers and something about stealing.
Yeah. That's what people usually associate rogues with. It's such a stereotype, though. It's like...
Did I tell you about the rogue that I wanted to play that was going to be super awesome?
Well, didn't you want to, like, play him as, like, something, like, completely opposite of the stereotype?
Well, yeah, I love, at this point, being able to step away from stereotypes when gaming, just because it makes characters interesting, and it's not the same thing that you'd come to expect. But I would love to play a rogue as a street magician.
Oh, yeah. Doing everything a sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, bluff, acrobatics, not be very, like, quote-unquote combat-oriented, but, like, focus on, like, tripping and disarm and all the debuffy things you can do without magic.
Right.
Especially disarm.
Like, all the stuff you would do to get away from a fight quickly.
Right, but use it to disable the fight. Like, because if I could walk up into a fight, disarm someone, and then just slide whatever weapon they had into my pouch.
Oh, so you do, like, the combat theft stuff. Because they have a whole feat tree for that.
Yeah, they do. And it'd be amazing to run up that and just make the whole thing just like I'm a street magician.
Wait, but, oh wait, don't you have to be a halfling to take those, though?
I don't think you do.
I thought you did.
Even if you did, what's stopping me from playing a halfling?
Yeah, true. I think you had to be, like, a halfling or another small race.
I don't think so. But yeah, like rogue, like where's your coin purse, or rogues like to flank, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to get provocative with it, rogues do it better from behind. I mean...
Yeah. Rogues.
Or just simply, now you see me. That's it. That's all you write.
Yeah.
Now you see me, ...
Yeah, that would work, too.
Sorcerer, it's in my blood.
Because that's pretty much the sorcerer trope there.
Yeah.
I mean, they have bloodlines for a reason.
Wizard, what's your lowest save again? Wizard, I like big books.
I like big books and I cannot lie.
Don't ask me why I know 20-foot radius and D6 per level. Fireball, and only fireball.
Just fireball.
Just fireball.
Just fireball. There's another video reference.
If I make a shirt for an ALBIS, it's going to be mix a lot, stir a little. Because that's one of my favorite things.
Or would mix a bit sound better? Mix a bit, stir a lot.
I kind of wanted to do mix a lot just for the reference to Sir Mix a Lot.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, mix a bit, stir a little would still work just fine. Either one, like, just like have like a potion in the middle of it and just like around it, mix a bit, stir a little.
Yeah. Necromancer, that's one way to raise a family.
I love that meme. Man, it's tough raising your family. Not that very close enough.
Well,
Cavalier. Ready for some Johnny Cash?
oh no.
Only fools rush in. Or no, that's Elvis.
That's Elvis.
I'm bad. Very iconic singer-songwriter, but... Yeah, Cavalier. Only fools rush in.
Mm-hmm.
Gunslinger, so I started blasting.
Like, you've like gone completely past the core classes now. You're just going through all of them now.
Well, this is just the, it was the core classes, the base classes.
Yeah, true.
Magus.
Ooh.
Swords, magic, why not both?
Yeah. I really do like the class.
It's a really, really cool class, and honestly, I wish I would have kept Cassian.
Yeah, but you weren't having fun. You weren't having fun
I
with
wasn't
that.
having fun with roleplay of it, and that's what I play these games for.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoy like the mechanical aspect of it, he's a very fighty character, which sometimes I like, sometimes I just don't.
Yeah. You're having more fun with Jarradar, though.
I'm having a lot more fun with Jarradar. There's a lot more versatility with him. I can reach out and touch people without an issue. I'm just ready to use that movable rod. You need to get to the top of all these. Ooh, ninja, I'm gonna kick the key right out of you.
That'd be great.
Oracle, I've seen your fate. It's not good.
Yeah? That'd be a good way to put it. Unless you're playing a healing oracle, then they really don't see much. It's just more like, why do you do this to yourself?
Stop it.
Stop it! Get some help!
Samurai.
Ah, they're usually like for honor or glory or their own ambition.
Oh, that one's completely dependent on like your order.
That too.
Which
I mean, the only samurai I've played is a Ronin, so.
And that's all for personal. The thing that I like a lot with, especially with DMs that are very loose on rules as written, is I love to take a samurai.
And did you just reflavor him as a cavalier?
No, I reflavor them as a knight.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
As like a European.
As a European knight.
Because I'm not really into the whole Orient thing.
True.
But, you know, I'm very into the European medieval scene.
I mean, you are part of a knight's order, so it makes sense.
What are you playing? A knight. This is a role-playing game, Tim. Play something that you're not. I'm playing a knight. Shut up. Okay, what's your knight's name? Sir Timothy. Tim! You have any other questions?
Oh, no, I have someone saying hi.
Christina Blackfeather. Hello.
Yeah, she does needle felting. It's really cool.
Oh, that's neat.
It's really cool looking. There's first video of hers I ever saw. She was doing a dragon.
Isn't that where you just like take like felt and you just keep stabbing it?
Yeah, you take wool and you like form into what you want. And you just keep stabbing it with a needle. Yeah.
That is the most metal therapeutic thing I've heard about in a while. I'm just gonna keep stabbing this over and over and make shapes, and eventually it's gonna be a dragon.
Yep. I mean, she also does like painting and other arts and crafts. So yeah, she's got a really cool channel. I was like,
Samurai for honor and no other reason.
that would work. Yeah.
Summoner, I've got plans.
Thank you.
Which, that's a class that isn't played too often.
No, that's one of the occult.
No, that's still a base class.
Oh, it is a base class. Okay.
It's not one of the cores, but it's a base class.
Yeah.
Hex you.
Yeah, that'll work.
What the hex is going on here? No, but I think keeping to the core classes, because those are the ones that are pretty universal across most game systems.
Mm-hmm.
If I put Warlock on there, the only thing it's going to say is Elder's Blast.
Well, yeah, that's because that's pretty much all.
Either that or who's your Eldritch Sugar Daddy?
Yeah. Pretty much it. Okay, am I past? Oh, thank goodness I'm past all the beadwork. Now it's just doing.
Over, under, twist. Over, under, twist. Over, under, twist.
Yeah.
Over, under, twist.
I'm just. Now it's just now I'm just down to the mindless braiding that I don't even have to look at to do.
I don't like that, like, the way these streams are set up. You see everything that's been typed shortly after it's said, so some of the things that I'm reading that you're getting messages on are slightly out of context.
Slightly, yeah. It can throw you off a little bit.
Well, so the only thing I'm seeing is like, exactly, and the only thing that rings to mind is that's the most metal therapeutic thing I've heard about in a while. I'm gonna keep stabbing this so it makes a dragon.
I think that's what she was referring to, yeah. I mean, I could just ask her. She'll probably answer in a couple of seconds. She probably heard me, so I don't normally do this with another person in the room. So like, I got the conversations here, and then I got the conversation with you, and it's like.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll stop being distracting.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I was. Boom. See, I read that one sooner than I did the other one, and now I understand. Yeah, poor old Ethel probably like set her alarm to come see this. Like, oh, she's gonna do another live stream, and suddenly, this is not what I signed up for. They're talking about all these things, and they're talking. I wanted to watch someone weave and listen to relaxing music.
No, we're here talking about D&D.
The devil's game. You've made pacts with demons and do things with weird shapy dice.
Christina plays though, so it's okay.
Huh?
Christina plays D&D too though, so it's okay.
Sweet.
Keep going.
Please check your video resolution.
Yep, she met her husband playing D&D. Yep.
Well, that's one way to start roleplay.
Oh man. Alright, there's so close to being done this thing.
Can't hold on much longer.
Oh gosh, that's a blast from the past.
Reading Between the Lions.
Between the Lions. This cliffhanger.
One of the internal cartoons of it.
Oh my gosh. That was like a long time ago. I loved that show growing up, though. I got one.
So have you seen the Undescript Goose Game memes?
I haven't seen the memes, but the Untitled Goose Game I have seen. I watched Markiplier do a playthrough of it for a little bit. It's just, you basically go around being a goose that's a jerk.
Yeah. So someone drew like the goose who collected all the Dragon Balls.
Oh no!
The goose is collecting the Dragon Balls. The dragon is something. What is your desire? Goose. Huh? As you wish. The dragon disappears, but nothing noticeable has changed. That makes you nervous.
Oh man, that's great. Because it makes you wonder what a goose would wish for.
So there was a great. I read through like D&D side hook plots, like plot hooks for side quests and random like encounter things. Just so I have like a general thing in my head. That way, if you guys decide to just veer off left, I got something.
Yeah, not trying to pull it all out of your head at this.
I can do that.
And you have.
Rather well.
Very well, like we didn't even notice.
But there was one that I read that I really want to use, so don't regret me telling you this.
Okay.
But walking through an area, just travel, you roll a dice and something happens, and suddenly a large, thunderous voice echoes from the heavens. Your wish has been granted! And you hear celebration of like some smaller thing off in the distance. It's already in the direction you're going, so you choose to investigate just to see what the hell happened. And there's this goblin just jumping up and down, all excited for this idea. What would a goblin wish for?
That's
all the cheese from the next town?
That's a good question. What would a goblin wish for? Because goblins are like the chaotic of the chaotic. They're chaotic.
Yeah, so all the cheese from the next town, and suddenly there's a cheese shortage in Steinklippen? Like, what? Dahlgrim's gonna be upset.
I could honestly see Zuno being more upset about that than Dahlgren.
Dahlgrim could make it work. Zuno would have no idea what to do with himself.
Aha, goblins.
So the only reason I haven't pulled that on you guys already is because Austin is a goblin.
Yeah, he is a goblin, though he's not a chaotic goblin.
He's not.
He's he made a very serious goblin.
He did.
Which I don't know how he pulled that off, but he made a very serious goblin.
So like, there's a lot of things that I just can't throw at you guys because of that. I just can't throw you guys at a horde of goblins and go, here goes, just go kill the plebes. Because he would try to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, because, goblin.
Right. So it makes me a little... I have to think a little bit more outside of it, where, like, okay, well, instead of goblins, that's why the kobolds are there.
Kobolds. The floating disc full kobolds.
Oh, the floating disc of corpses that blew up on the trap.
For the short time that we had him, Crow was an amazing character.
Yeah.
Man. What was he, like, a chaotic neutral wizard or something like that?
No, I think he was neutral.
Oh, he was just true neutral? He kind of played it more as chaotic neutral, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, Crow.
I think he was chaotic neutral, I think, because I was apprehensive about him playing that. Only because everyone who's immediately out of the gate, I'm playing a chaotic neutral character. You're like, okay, where's the peanut butter and why do you have it?
Well, I think my cleric's neutral good, I think. Yeah, she's neutral good. Because, you know, healer, you know, doesn't matter what side you're on, if you're still alive after the fight, I'm gonna patch you up. You know?
See, and then I would take the absolute opposite viewpoint of that, and again, how I like twisting RPG classes. Could you imagine playing a cleric that just deals negative energy?
Oh gosh.
And uses like summon skeleton, like is like the the opposite of what people consider a cleric to be.
It's basically
like,
opposite of Ellis.
Just you run into the middle of a room full of enemies, and just pop that spirit bomb, just like nope.
And then just raise them all back to life again and go, hey, minions!
You would have to play him as a real lonely character. Friends!
Yeah, just somebody who doesn't talk to live people very often. He's like the coroner in his town. So close to being. This is my last braid. And then this one's done. So close to being done. I still think I completely missed an opportunity to call this video The End Is Nigh.
Yeah.
I completely missed that opportunity. But I already had it up and going by then, and so I was like, ah! Which one will I work on next? What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, I got the 3 of them there. What's there another one?
I think you should get that real wide, the black, gray, and white one done.
Oh, the Assumption? Yeah. Yeah, I can do that one next. That one's a pretty easy one.
It also just looks neat, and I love the white dots you do.
Yeah. I can usually make the pattern bigger and you can see it easier.
I mean, sure, but I thought it was so funny when you were super excited that all I wanted for that flag belt was just stripes.
Because it's quick!
I mean, sure.
And I knew I could bang that out in a week and get it to you by your next event.
Again, sure, and I get that, but it's also super simple, which is what like my whole aesthetic in that game is about, is simple and comfort.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to try.
And honestly, I wasn't looking forward to trying to do an interlock pattern with that stiff cotton thread.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that would have been difficult. Very difficult. I mean, it was hard. Just because the texture of the material I was working with, it was hard enough to deal with. But it turned out great. I mean, I was like, you know, finishing it up, I was like, this honestly... Alright, good night, Christina. Have a good night at work. She usually hops on before she goes to work. I think I remember she lives in Wisconsin?
Really?
Somewhere up around there. I know she does some sort of events.
Well, it's just like, she's up in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, that's where your major... Yeah, that's where your major events.
Katie.
Yeah. Okay. It's done. Oh, jeez. Wait, is my hair out? Alright. Oh, that's adorable. And then try to get like a...
Painting panic.
I love watching artists like do that kind of stuff with their work. I think it's really cool. Look how nicely that lines up. Like the pattern lines up really nicely. But I think, yeah, it's done. I just gotta trim up the ends and call it good. Of course, fun part will be trimming the ends with glass beads in there. Okay. Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna get up real quick. I'm gonna change my camera around and get up real quick. I need to move that to the top. No, order. There we go. Move to the top. Because you can do all this stuff on the fly. Boop. about,
That's probably a good 8 feet long.
not including the fridge, it's around 6.5.
Yeah.
Including the fridge, yeah, it's 8 feet long. So it's a good length on there. I might be able to double wrap it, I'm not sure. Only because of the fridge. I'm not that thin. So yeah, with the fringe I'm able to double wrap it. Okay. That's it. That's how it looks. That turned out really good. It's actually setting pretty well too. It's not rolling over like I thought it would. So yeah, it works out pretty good. Oh man. It's another finished one.
You have comments.
Yeah.
People say stuff.
Like the first time I did my video and people started saying stuff, I'm like, ugh.
This is weird.
A little bit. But yeah. That is the finished belt. And now I have 1, 2, 3, plus the double chevron cotton, which that's in the skeleton bag. Which is in the other room. Yeah, my bag with the glow-in-the-dark skeleton is in there. So that is 1 out of... Now I have only 4 projects left. And depending on, you know, if anything else comes up, there'll be more to do. So yeah, I'd say it weighs about a pound, wouldn't it?
I'd be surprised if it weighed more or not.
Yeah. It's just heavier than you think it should be when you pick it up.
Well, it's heavier than a normal cloth product.
Yeah. Could you imagine if I did this for like wool or cotton though? Yeah, that turned out pretty good. Okay, let's see, your vote was the gray and white, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
That one!
Sure. You know, the things.
All the things.
The doohickeys. Don't forget about them thingamabobs.
Just gotta get in here. This was a nifty thing I picked up from Austin's grandpa. It's an old carpenter clamp.
Kind of looks like a
Well, it's an old clamp. I'm not quite sure what exactly it's from, but
well, it kind of seems like a lathe clamp, actually.
oh yeah, you're right. It's probably that because you can tilt it.
You can tilt it. You can adjust the height of it. It clamps to a surface, but more recognizably, that top rail is actually where you lay down chisels. That way you have a constant level.
But yeah, I picked it up from him and went, that'd just be perfect to put the weaving project in. It sits up on my desk. Because it used to be I was just taking binder clips and clipping them to the edge of the table. And it would sit too low, so my neck and stuff would start to hurt. So this works out pretty good. And I can just get my chair back in here. Point. There we go. Alright, move that back. Drop that back down. Too much. Drop that back to there. And back to there. There we go. And that works. Now it's going to be like Oh, Aaron's back. Let's see if it lasts more than 5 minutes. Alright. Everyone can see it okay. Jeez. Someone's got one heck of a horn in their car.
I still want to troubleshoot my horn on the Jeep and Chattanooga. Like, I really am tempted just to redneck my Jeep out because it would be so fun.
Yeah, you would. You would have a lot of fun with that.
Well, yeah, like I want to make the bucket and Hannibal now.
Hi, Loki. Why do you always come over here when I'm working on this one? Seems to be always this one. Fringing took me longer than I thought it would.
There's a caution sign on the road that says muddy when wet, and someone made their own cardboard sign and like taped it to it underneath it. Dusty when dry.
Hey, quit it. This is when he starts being a troublemaker. But he wouldn't be a cat if he didn't. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Hmm? How about you sit on my top of my chair and you don't mess with my yarn? Okay? Maybe? I have a harder time with this one sometimes because the yarns, for some reason, the different colors have different textures to them. So it just kind of throws me off a little bit. Like what I've been able to pick up on is that usually like the lighter the color, the softer the yarn. And the darker you go, the coarser it gets.
So jumping from black to white.
Yeah. I'm constantly having to go back through and just kind of like cinch everything down. But it looks great. I mean...
Well, yeah, contrasting colors usually do.
What brand of yarn am I using? Oh, this one I threw together with all my throwaway yarn. So this is like probably mostly Red Heart. Just a cheap skein of yarn. Which is probably why. As much as I would love to work with better yarns, I can't afford the $5 to $8 a skein it can be.
Ooh, no thanks, I'm vegetarian is a fun thing to say when someone tries to hand you their baby.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's like 350, that's a bit much. There it is. Yeah, I started going to Hobby Lobby more often for my yarn because it's a little bit more expensive than the Red Heart, but it's a little bit of a higher quality too. So, I mean, I can't complain too much. So, I think the belts I made for Vic and Leslie were mostly that yarn. The blue and the green yarn in Kitesurf's Scarf or that brand of yarn, it does weave a little bit better. Or at least the consistency is a little bit better.
Yeah.
What?
An assassin is really just a serial killer who takes requests. Excuse you, they take commissions? Hey man, can you kill this guy? Yeah, that'd be 10K. Can't you just do it for the exposure, whatever, you suck at murder anyway.
Loki's sitting here behind me and Aaron just went, "Parrot cat!" Wait, take it easy. Glad the wrist is doing better because I can at least work on these more consistently now. Because it's the biggest issue I have with working on these bigger pieces in particular, is trying to keep the tension consistent. Because if I don't, the width will vary by about 1/4 of an inch, depending on what day I was working on it.
I can see that'd be frustrating, getting so far and going this slightly got thicker. I'm guessing the looser you hold it, the thicker it is?
Yeah, it's like the...
But when you pull it down, it's going to thin out a bit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you tighten it up and it kind of... it'll go in a little bit. So when you don't work on it very often and you go back to working on it, it's like... Like, I have one belt that I just kept because it's like... It took me like 3 years to actually finish the darn thing. I started it at the Timeline event that Austin and I went to. Yeah, it's that purple and green one over there hanging on the door. I started it at the Timeline event at the old fort.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it until last year. Because, you know, life. Life in college. I really can't blame college too much because I did a lot of weaving in college too. Kept me awake during classes.
Yeah. Something to do.
Something to do. But I was also like doing projects for people or doing them for gifts and stuff like that. I made several scarves. Made a scarf for my dad. It was trying to figure out what he wanted a scarf. And I was trying to figure out what colors he wanted, and Mom suggested his old high school colors, so he got a purple and white lightning scarf with a border on it. It was the first thing I ever did a border on. Which I love doing a border on stuff. That can be really annoying sometimes. I just did that. Did I? Where am I? Just do there. Just do there. Nope. I forgot that this was just weird. Oh, Aaron lost her internet again.
Ha.
Sorry, Aaron. Get lag in a live stream and you change your playback to 2, it'll catch up real quick. Huh. I did not know that. because I tried having my live stream set up one time to where it was like more immediate, to where there wasn't a delay.
Yeah.
But the quality of the video like just dropped. Like you couldn't. It was all like pixelated. You couldn't see what I was doing. So I mean, this isn't the best either, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. So I had to put it to where there was about I think there's about a 15 to 20 second delay between what I say and what they hear, yeah. Which is okay. It just means that it, you know, when you're getting stuff through with the chat from something you said like a minute ago and you don't remember what you said. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it says live stream, and technically it is live because I'm, you know, doing it right now. It's just that when you hear this, it's going to be like 15 seconds after I've actually said it. So I'll be like messing around with the settings sometimes, and it'll be in the preview, and I can like unmute the preview, and I'll hear myself in the preview, and then it just keeps looping back through.
Oh, because it reverberates.
Yeah,
Back in.
yeah, and it's like, you know, pulling the mirror trick on with a camera and a computer. It's just only it's sound, and it's just like it's really weird. I can imagine I sound pretty funny at like double the speed though. Here it is. Just a little bit. I've done it a couple times because it'll like post my live streams as regular videos after I'm done, and I've just kind of like sped through them a little bit, and it's kind of surreal just listening to yourself because you're like, do I really sound like that? There are times I'm like, man, I sound annoying.
For real though, because like I've got this misconception that my voice is deeper.
Yeah.
So when I listen to myself recording, I'm like, I sound like I haven't even hit puberty.
I feel like Yzma when she gets turned into the cat.
Is this my voice? Is this really
my voice? Or hear yourself in a voicemail, yeah.
Luke hasn't changed his voicemail message since he's been like 12.
Does he like, no, he hasn't changed it?
Yes.
He's just leaving it?
Yes. But like you can definitely tell like it just sounds like him when he was younger.
Yeah. Yep. It's just weird when I hear myself because then it's like my voice just sounds like a whole octave higher than it should be. It's like it's gotta be weird for like professional singers and stuff like that. Because what they hear in their head when they sing and then what they record are like two different things. Okay, here we go. I've still been kind of debating about whether to turn this into a scarf or a belt, and I'm going, if it's long enough, why not both? It could be multi-purpose. That'll work.
Yeah, it really just depends on which part of you is gold.
There we go. I think that'll work. And there it goes.
The rest.
Yeah. It's telling me I'm done. It usually lasts for about an hour to 2 hours, and then it's like, you need to stop. Please. So, I've hit my stopping point. That's it. It's coming on pretty nicely. I think I got 2.5 feet. I think 2.5 feet.
Left to go, or?
That I've done so far. I usually leave these all the way down.
Gotcha.
Because, well, I kind of hate doing fringe.
It just sucks, man. I don't do it.
It does. It's just monotonous and boring and annoying. And then you have the beadwork in there, and that just takes even longer.
You say it's monotonous, or there's a knot in this?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean...
It's monotonous, and there's usually a knot in it somewhere. Alright, so that was the assumption, and I finished off this one, which looks great. Love how it just kind of lines up with itself. Which is good, which means I kind of kept the weave consistent all throughout. Yeah. That turned out great. That up there again. Oh, full size. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call that a night. Hopefully same time next week. And, maybe finish up another project. I don't know. I'm gonna try to bang out another scarf, and we'll see where that goes. But, yeah. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and have a good night. Doodles.